Welcome everyone. This is Janet with Gracious Gifts Tarot, and I am here with the reading for the week of June 28th through July 4th. But before I start that, I wanted to tell you all that I am going to be doing a live reading for the full moon on June 29th, which is Monday at 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. So I really hope you'll join me. I have a couple posts out there on the Facebook page announcing that, and just thought it would be a lot of fun to do a quick moon reading and then open it up for some card draws for you all. So join me, please. So let's go ahead and get started with the week of June 28th through July 4th. We are using Tarot of Mystical Moments today. Beautiful deck. Has a bit of a sheen and shine on it, so I will do my best to hold the cards up to where you can really see them. Quick little cut here, and we'll put our 4 cards out for the week. Hope you all are doing super well. All right, Sunday and Monday. Let's see what we have. 8 of Swords. Okay. I love how this is depicted because this angel or this creature, their wings are kind of magically coming out of the cage, and the cage top is open, but the creature inside has to take a look and go, oh, I really can get out of this situation. So there's something in your thought processes, because swords are our logic, they're our intellect, and they're also about how we're communicating. And this is kind of how you're communicating with yourself. Are you telling yourself a story about something that really, it's time to step out of and step away from? If you recall in the Rider-Waite-Smith, the figure is lightly bound, very lightly bound, blindfolded, and the 8 swords are around them in kind of a configuration. But it would be so easy for that person to slip those bonds, take the blindfold off, and find their way out of the swords. So you have the resources, you have the capability, you have the ability to get out of this conundrum, whatever it is that is making you feel in a cage or entrapped in some way. And it's kind of like getting in that loop in your head where it's hard to get out of it until you just take a step back and look at your surroundings and realize that you can take flight and escape that and take off into the beautiful night sky and be yourself and be free. So freedom is right at your fingertips, but it is in your power, and you are making the cage yourself. You really have found yourself sort of in a position of putting bars around yourself and barriers, that don't need to be there. You have the capability to step beyond that. So that's Sunday and Monday. Let's expand this and take a look at what we have for Tuesday and Wednesday. All right. 4 of Swords, and now that we're still in our head, but if we get out of this, the relief. This is such a beautiful depiction of how the 4 of Swords is about rest and lightness of thought and taking that moment of just pure relief and almost meditation. And I love that she's being cradled beautifully and gently by this crescent moon, and she has that beautiful feather that's just at her fingertips. So be light with yourself, be kind to yourself, especially when we're working through this situation. And I love the tie here between the feathers of the wings of our angel and them lightly drifting down on us where we are resting and getting ready for the next steps. So this is about calming the mind. I love that it came after the 8 of Swords, because you will get to this space in your head to where it's almost like a beautiful sigh of relief. Take a hug for yourself and enjoy this moment of just quiet and restfulness. And for me, this can be a physical space that you put yourself in. I put myself into this. I have a regular daily yoga practice. And at the end of the practice, there's always that Shavasana moment where, just let it go and let the experience I just had, let my body soak that up and take advantage of that and rest my mind for those few moments. So find that for what that is for you, and get into that space in the middle of the week. All right, let's see what we have then for Thursday and Friday, going almost into the weekend. Oh, I think we had this recently. The beautiful Eight of Pentacles, another eight. This is interesting. You know, we have the Eight of Swords, and now we have the Eight of Pentacles of Earth. So this is about our creativity. And the Eight of Pentacles in traditional tarot is the workman. It's the craftsman. It's not just a workman, but a master of his craft that is working hard to turn out these eight beautiful golden pentacles and taking pride in the fact that they have the ability to do that. And how beautifully is this depicted that our character here is literally painting again another wing. I'm seeing a theme here. She's painting a butterfly wing. And all those butterflies around her are curious and watching and kind of encouraging her. And perhaps they've been painted by her too, and she's released them, and they're ready to move on to their metamorphosis. Just a beautiful depiction here of the creativity, but also the artistry and the mastery of a craft. So I would say to you, challenge yourself at the end of the week. Are you really putting all your effort into the things you're passionate about? And because this is in Pentacles, this can be our health. Are you taking care of yourself? Are you fine-tuning what you're working on for your health? This can be your career and what you do to make your living. Are you doing something you're passionate about? And are you doing your best at it? Are you bringing the best you to the table every time you can? And you know, I just think that this is a beautiful message of, I'm going to say it again, metamorphosis, change. We've had a lot in the last few weeks of things changing. Things are changing. And I think this is a moment of again, a pause and paying attention to the detail, because you can, and you enjoy it. You enjoy paying attention to the detail, and you're making something beautiful. All right, that's a great message towards the end of the week, Thursday and Friday. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weekend message and kind of see how we tie this all together. All right, Five of Cups. Okay, you've had a moment this week of some rest and creativity and building. And the Five of Cups is a gentle message, and I love how it's depicted in this particular deck. Let me move my fingers so you can see this. So this is our emotions, this is our heart space, this can be our relationships either with ourselves or with those that we love in our lives or those that are coming into our life. And the Five of Cups, yes, is about letting go. It's also about grieving what we've lost. We have those three blossoms that are in the water, and she is totally in the water, but she's moving forward. She's moving forward to that far shore, and she's using for stability the branch that still has two cups or two blossoms on it. So this is about looking not just to the past and what we're leaving behind and what we may need to say goodbye to in a heartfelt, sometimes grief-stricken way, but to heal. We have the two blossoms that we can move forward with. And the two of cups is relationships, it's love, it's balance. It's finding that beautiful polarity with someone else to make a relationship more. So this is hopeful to me, but it's also some work that we need to do. And it's time. For all this other creativity going on this week, it's time. And I think it's kind of interesting. I'm going to go back to the first card we got. This headspace of am I stuck and I can't get out of it, but I really can. And at the end of the week, it's telling me that there's some grieving. And this figure is almost in a grief posture also. But there's something that we need to let go of and just say, okay, I'm done with that. It hurt. It taught me a lot. I'm much wiser, but my heart is still open to the Two of Cups coming in for me. And I'm going to move forward to the dawn and find that. And I'm going to find my wings and fly free. And then we're going to have that beautiful middle of the week, Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, where, you know, we're going to rest that mind. We're going to find our inner peace. And then we find our beautiful creativity and what we truly should be working on with all of our skill sets. So that's what I have for the tarot reading for this week. You know, I always like to wrap this up with a bonus oracle card. And I think you've all enjoyed me splitting these videos up so you can find what resonates with you at the moment you need to hear it. And you can also go back if you haven't watched the whole video, because I know these tend to be a little long, then you can spot check yourself and you can kind of see where you're at and what's coming next. We are going to use the Spirit of Animals again, my beautiful little rain-soaked warp deck that I love so much. Let's go ahead. I always shuffle before I start the video so that, you know, sometimes we get repeat cards, but I'm trying to make sure that I've done my due diligence. All right, let's spread this out. And we are just going to go ahead and pick that one. Oh my goodness, one of my absolute favorites, the goose. Inner knowing. All right. Mary Oliver's poem, Wild Geese, comes to mind when I read this. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry. You are blessed. Let yourself fly. And I just love that I can tie this back to our beautiful angel that we started with. Let yourself fly. Your inner knowing, your inner peace is there. You have the support of your friends and your loved ones. Be confident you will achieve your destination. That's our beautiful message that we have for this week. I hope you enjoy this. I love your comments and your shares. I try to respond to everyone that comments. I have started a YouTube channel and I'm kind of trying to cross-pollinate both of these. So I would really appreciate you clicking on links that I put for that and making comments there too. It will really help the algorithm for that to get that going and do lives there also. So until next time, you know that I love you and just take care. Thank you.